Howdy howdy, welcome to my video. Today we're gonna learn about the musical staff and clefs. Welcome to How to Read Music 101, where I teach you the basics of reading music, just like learning a new language, but a lot easier. Today we're going to be talking about the staff, how music goes on a staff, as well as what appears at the beginning of staff called a clef, and what the clefs do in our music. So without any further ado, let's get this first video started. See you there. Bye-bye. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to draw our staff. Oh, that doesn't work. We're going to draw our staff, and that doesn't work either. Good thing I have 3. Excellent. So we're going to draw our staff, and our staff has 5 lines and 4 spaces. And I especially love the dip of this line. Look at that. So if you ever forget how many lines or spaces, just take a look at your hand. Hopefully you should all have 5 fingers and 4 spaces in between. If not, well, good luck. So we have 5 lines and 4 spaces. Music is written on a staff. So it could be written on a line, or it could be written on a space. Music can be written on maybe this line or this space. Now, the basics of this works is that the lower the note is on the staff, the lower the sound. The higher the note is on the staff, the higher the sound. So for example, this one might be bum, and if I had a note up here, it would sound higher. Bum. So low notes mean a low sound, high notes mean a high sound. Easy peasy. Let's go on to the next part, talk about clefs. So here we have a couple of notes on a staff, and at the very beginning of the staff, we're always going to have a thing called a clef. A clef is a kind of fancy symbol, and it tells you how high or how low all of these notes are going to sound on a certain instrument or with a certain voice. Now there's a couple of different types of clefs, but this one is what we're going to focus on today. This is called a treble clef. Treble clef is used to show that these notes are going to sound higher based on a certain kind of instrument or a certain type of singer. So we use a treble clef based on, say, a violin, a flute, bagpipes, and it also works for soprano singers or alto singers. So what this one would sound like, and this is like for real, this is exactly what the notes are going to sound like. So for me, that's pretty high. I had to use my falsetto in order to sing these high notes. That's how high this is. If I wanted to sing it like this, I would have to use a different type of clef. But like I said, we're just focusing on this clef right now. So that is the treble clef. That's how it affects these notes. Your first question is, what is the name of this symbol? Is it a bass clef, a musical staff, a treble clef, or you have 3 seconds. And the answer is treble clef. Next question, which of the following are instruments or voice types that read in the treble clef? You got 3 seconds. The answers are violin, flute, bagpipes, and sopranos. Cello does not read in the treble clef. Time for some practice. If you don't already, get some paper and a pen or pencil and pause this video until you're ready. All right, here we go. We're going to practice drawing the staff. So remember, it has how many lines? 5. So you go straight across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now practice drawing some notes on the line or spaces. Let's put one on this space right here. There you go, and just kind of put a little line going up. That's okay. Let's put one right here, and let's put the line going down. Let's put one here, have the line going down. Let's put another one right here. Have the line going up. Now if you noticed, anything that's on the middle line or higher is going to have the line going down. Anything below this middle line is going to have the line going up. So just practice putting some more lines on the line, drawing some more notes on the lines or spaces. All right, and now we're going to practice how to draw the treble clef. It's a pretty fun thing to draw. So treble clef. So there's a couple different ways, but I like to do it this way. You make a J first. Beautiful J, look at that. And then at the very top of it, you're going to turn it into a P, like that. Now, once you're done with that, you're going to make a swirl right underneath it. And eventually, you'll get to where you don't have to stop. So step 1 again, make a J. Let's make a P on top. And now we're going to put a swirl on the bottom. Very good. Now let's practice putting our treble clef on the staff. And it's very important that you know where the swirl is going to go, and we'll talk about that later. So get your 5 lines. In how many spaces? 4 spaces. Okay, the J starts right underneath the bottom of the line and goes all the way up above the top line. Your P is going to end at the top line, and your swirl is going to go around the second line. I know it looks kind of weird right now, but the more you do this, you can make it more fancy. Like here's how I like to make it fancy. I make a fancy J, I do a nice pretty curved line, and I go woo. That's how I do it. But make sure you curve it around the second line. Alrighty, well, I hope that this was able to give you some ideas about how to read music, and hopefully you were able to make your own staff and make your own clef. So, I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments section below. Please subscribe and be ready for more videos on how to read music. Well, thank you for everything. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bella time. This is what happens when my dog is just telling me, pay attention to me.